last weekend I was in Dublin for a workshop, and the weather was awful. The food at the hotel was excellent, but it rained and icy cold winds, so I never left the hotel. But as luck would have it, as always seems to happen when I'm having to travel, new life arrived at the farm, and luckily Kim was there to welcome little Molly into the world. So let's solve some problems on the farm. Betty and Henry out for a bit. Yes, Ruby, well done. The baby's sleeping. We're going to see if we can open this up that you can have a little bit of a run. Yep, I'm going to try and see if I can open this up. Well done, Ruby. And little Molly. Yes, I've let the others out. So Ruby wants to go. She's calling them. She's talking to them. She wants to go there, but she is such a good mama. She doesn't want to leave little Molly. But I just want Molly to get... It's quite a nice day. They can just, get out of where they are closed up, and then we'll put them back again later on when it's feeding time. But this is how our little Molly will strengthen her legs by running around a little bit. You're calling the baby and you're calling the others, Ruby. Come, Molly. You can follow Mommy. You're going to follow Mommy. Oh, 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 oh. Look at the little footsteps. Oh, I think she wants to have a bit of a drink first. Oops. She might be wanting to have a drink. Eating time. You can see how the little tails wag when they're busy suckling. You're such a good mommy, Ruby. So little Molly's following Ruby. Ruby, of course, would rather be out with the others, but she can go out with the others. But she knows that the little one can't walk that far yet, so. Huge thanks to Nick from Project Portugal for welding this gate from me from those bedsteads. So the next thing I've got to do now is just attach the wire onto it, which I will be doing. Because this gate, this one, those two just jump right over, but they won't be able to jump over that when it's got the wire on. I can hear that electric fence is clicking over there, so I need to see what is setting it off. All snorking around. Yes. Oh, I can see what you've done. You've pushed some soil up against that, some branches. So I will move the branches. And how are these babies doing with Jelly Bean? Looking good. Out with Mommy. So the pig crush has finally arrived, so I didn't have to make my own one, but I'm going to have to make a funnel that feeds into it. I am a little bit worried about how narrow this is. It's like I'm not sure if the pigs are going to want to walk into it if it's quite narrow. But it's very, very strong and solid. And so if you're wanting to know why I keep on doing these work assignments, this is why, so that I can buy this kind of infrastructure that the farm needs. This is going to make it so much easier for the vet. If I can just figure out, once I can lift it, you can't even budge it. Oh my goodness! I think it's going to take a lot of people to get this out. I don't know how we're going to move it. But anyway, this is the part the pig's head will come through. There's a gate that opens here. There's a gate on the side for the vet as well. It's quite awesome. And then the gate at the back. So as I said, you have to have like a little funnel and a passageway that they then come in. They're then held in this, and then the vet can take the blood and do the vaccinations. Yeah, just got to figure out how to get this out the van. Unfortunately, this problem is back again. Same thing, it's pulsing. Not pulsing as bad as it was before, but it's not getting hot. I don't know what this problem is with this. Yeah. Not getting hot, not even getting warm. So because I was in the house, the two of you have come to visit, have you? We're going to soon keep you on the other side, hopefully. And you, Betty? No babies yet for you, eh? Nothing yet, eh? Yeah, we know about you, Henry. Where are you guys going now? Yeah, so I'm thinking I might cover it with chicken wire instead of the sheep fencing that I've got, because that's the sheep fencing there. But I think the chicken wire might be a little bit lighter. So I think I've got some chicken wire. Just thinking aloud. I am so impressed with what a good mom Ruby is in. So even though the gate is open and the others have gone out to graze, she knows that her baby can't walk that far yet. So she's staying in the pen. But yeah, I've let her out of her little house there. I'll lock her in again tonight. This is just to keep foxes away at night, which Kim built, which is terrific. And but I thought she can at least get out during the day in the pen. There is grass in here, so it's not like a desert. There's actually quite a lot of grass at the back there by the mushroom rock. There's like quite a grassy area. But she's just chilling. You can see baby Molly over there. She's calling the others. They're not wandering off too far. They're staying in the vicinity. But she's not going out yet. She's staying with the baby. What a good mom. So I've got this roll here of chicken wire, and this is higher than the other one that I've got. So this will actually cover the gate nicely. I'm trying to think, I might get like little pieces of wire to attach it to the gate. So let's move this now down to the gate area. You can hear these bees everywhere. Oh my goodness. My bees are doing very, very well. Yeah, so this chicken wire will be the perfect height. I think so. I'm just going to cut lots of little bits of wire and get the wire cutters. What a pleasure it is coming inside this shed with everything organized. So now I've just got to find those wire cutters and the wire. I do have the roll of wire somewhere to use to tie it up. So you can see I've just taken the wire cutters from its place over there. Look, even the pig's brushes up over here. Okay, so this is the wire. Actually, thinner wire would be better. I don't know if I've got thinner wire. I need to maybe look. This might be a bit thick to try and use with the pliers. Maybe. Just looking at this box. So someone sent me a video of this pig farmer where he throws all his empty boxes into the pig pen, and then the pigs break it down, shred it to make good composting, but also it keeps them entertained. They seem to like playing with boxes. I reckon this length, this is a thinner piece, but this should work. Not that easy to cut through. Yeah, I think the thinner one is going to be better, this instead of the thicker one. I might go and look for thinner pieces if I've got thinner wire like this one. So I've only found a few pieces of wire that's been cut already. I can't actually find that little roll of this thickness wire because the other is too thick. But what I'm thinking is I do have this tool that works really well, and I can probably, if I fold the wire over the top, I should be able to tie it on with this. That's the plan. Let's see if it's going to work. So I think what I need to do first is just roll this wire out to see how much I'm going to need to cover this gate. And then I can use these wire cutters. They don't seem to be that sharp. But anyway, I can use these to cut it down. I think I should be able to cut through this wire. called hog ring pliers. I have given the link in the description before. I will do so again. Right, but I'm going to need 2 hands for this. Tell you that tool is definitely a must-have. So you can see here how it puts a little ring on to keep it together. It's so good to be back on the farm, and I need another haircut. I'm looking like a shaggy creature. A yeti, I think. And look who's popped in for a visit. Morton from my playhouse.
And got put to work right away. This is nothing.
Yeah.
Vikings, we throw our women longer than this.
Oh my goodness.
Have you shown this thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we still got to figure out how to get that out. But Morton has seen that because he's been moving 5 tons of concrete, he's got so strong. He's already got 100 kilos on this wheelbarrow. He's now got 125 kilos.
And now we're gonna see how to crash that in no time.
Oh my goodness, Morton. Oh my goodness, Morton.
Yeah,
What kind of Viking is this?
Ever so slightly Dutchy.
You might have what?
Or I might have put a bag too much on it.
I think so. I think it had just too much. I just moved 3 at a time.
Okay.
Don't overextend yourself because you moved 5 tons of concrete.
10 today and 5 the other day.
10 tons of concrete.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Of course, now the pigs hear me. They all think it's feeding time.
We can just throw it directly.
Yeah.
In as well.
How's your van even driving if we can't lift it? Can you, Woofy? Can you hold them for me, please? How's
Okay.
your...
Dutch power.
Jesus. How did they hold it?
So because it came from a sort of high, I reversed to sort of like the higher area. Oh my God, she's moving it. She is literally moving it. Look at this.
And TMI for the men. I'm not at my best part of the cycle. I'm not even at my strongest.
So Kim was so powerful, she managed to drag this out. Morton then helped the last little bit.
Yeah.
But Morton's going to show us how this works. And then we're going to ask you a question.
We think we have figured it out. So this door opens up. There's a lever here.
Yeah.
A little pin that goes up. And you can pull this up.
Yeah.
And it goes into a little hole here and then keeps the door open. So you can lure the pig in with some marshmallows. And then it has this thing in, which you then feed the pig. It's marshmallow here, and then you need to have the pig's head through here.
And then you can set it so that it doesn't barge out the front.
Yeah.
But then you can also open the whole front.
There's a paddle here.
Yeah.
You can press, and then you can open up, and then
the pig can come out.
Again.
But now we have a question. Morton and I are trying to figure out why is it so narrow? Like the pigs are almost going to have to be walking sort of 1 foot in front of the other to get in. Does anybody know why it slopes down like that and is quite narrow? Because look, this is like a hand width wide. I think it should have been, that part should have been wider for a pig.
Yeah, there might be a very good reason for it, but we don't know what it is.
We've got no idea.
So if someone knows why it's narrow at the bottom, let us know.
Yeah, and also I think Yeah, what the other thing is like worries me a bit is that this is fixed. I mean, I can see so that the pig or the animal doesn't jump up. That makes sense. But it's just like this is supposed to be for sheep as well as pigs. And like Henry's taller than this. So he's going to have to duck to go in. And what happens if he doesn't want to duck to go in?
He's probably going to be able to stick his head up this way.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, and then this comes down again.
Yeah.
Can fall down with a big bang.
And then we close this one very quickly in the front. And then there is a side thing here that can open. I think over here in the front. This one. There's something over here that opens, and that's for the vet.
Are you going to put the vet in there?
No, we could. Yeah. So it's very, very strong, very, very tough.
And very, very heavy.
And very, very heavy. And I've got to try and think, how are we going to do this? Definitely going to have like a little passageway and a funnel that they're going to go through to come. Yep. Morton likes this toy. No technology involved.
Yeah, where's the USB charger?
Yeah, but I'm just worried about this curving wall at that angle that goes in. I'm not sure that that's a good plan for pigs. No. I think this could rather have been solid like against the side here, rather than going in at like an incline.
It could be so that the animal is not going to try and turn around.
It could be, but it's just like I can't imagine pigs walking one foot in front of the other.
No.
I don't know. If anybody knows, please let us know. We'd love to know the logic behind that. But yeah, this is for me, this is a very big investment. Because we need to be able to keep the pigs and the vet and whoever is helping the vet, i.e. me, keep us safe. So this is important because in the EU, pigs have to have their blood taken every single year, and the last couple of times we've done it, it's been quite a traumatic experience trying to wrestle big pigs. They put like a twitch thing around its nose, and the pigs it's horrible. So I don't know if this will be less horrible, but that's the...
I think you're going to be more in control with this thing.
I think so, because the other is, I think it's dangerous.
You were talking about you want to have like a funnel.
Yeah.
So you can lure them in.
Yeah.
And the marshmallow idea sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
And they know what a marshmallow is.
I know they love marshmallows.
Yeah, they do. I've seen the videos.
Yeah.
It looks funny when it...
Yeah, no, they love it. They love it.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, this is the big
And Kim's
thing.
idea of putting it in the pig pen and just having it open so they can get used to it and just walk through it and nothing happens might not be a bad idea.
So I would actually have that head holder part, I would just have that completely wide open so they could walk through without...
and maybe throw some pig food around it so they will go and sniff it and go inside and get that little bit of pig food. And,
so. Okay, well, this is a special pig crush, so let's just hope it's going to do its job. So thank you, Esvis. I now have another security camera, and the link for this particular one I'll put in the description below. So Lady Kim has invited me for a cup of tea this evening. I can't find my torch, so I stumbled in the dark. I nearly knocked myself unconscious with the branch. And then she found that I had like branches all on my back, like I was growing into a tree. But I wanted to save my phone battery for the walk back, so that I don't kill myself on the way back. But look at this awesome van. Look how she's done this space. And that what I love, Boba John is showing us that underneath there's a special doggy house. Look here, underneath the bed. How clever is that? I've never seen something so clever.
It's quite big, actually, their house.
Yeah. Look at that. That's amazing. Yeah. And Boba John is up there.
Yeah. What's your elbow? Because I'm going to pull the table.
Oh my goodness, there's a pulling out table. Look at this. Really, Kim, you've done a fantastic job. I can't wait to see what we're going to do with my bedroom. So I'm here with Ruby and a lamb. Ruby's nipples are sort of like facing, I think, sideways instead of down. So the lamb is struggling to latch on a bit. So I'm in here now. I'm going to try and see if I can help the lamb latch on to Ruby. If I don't come right, I do have a bottle to give the lamb, just to give it a bit, make it stronger, so that it can try and latch on. It's got a good sucking reflex. It's just it's finding it hard to sort of latch onto those nipples at that angle. So I'm going to try that now. So I've sort of tied a wire around there, wire around the middle, wire around the top to use as like, I don't know, hinge thingy. So it's covered in the wire. It's just covered in sheep fencing wire. It's not, there's a gap at the bottom. So what I'm actually thinking of doing is maybe trying to put another post in over here so that the gate can then get fastened onto that post, because this gap, they're again just going to go through. So, and this, yeah, it's a bit wobbly, this post, so I think another post next to it might do the trick. So Jelly Bean had completely uprooted that post that the barrel was tied to, and sort of moved the post and the barrel around the pig pen. So I'm going to tie it to this post over here. So I've got some rope, and let's hope she's not going to destroy this one. This post has stood in the ground for like 2 years. So yeah, Jelly Bean, we know what you did. Well, that will hold for a bit.
What did you do, Sydney?
Hey?
What did you do?
I've just tied the post to this post, which is quite a solid one. And, but I've just filled the water, but I don't know. It looks like it already needs filling again. Well, you're very thirsty, but I don't think anybody can drink that amount of water. So maybe it's like, I don't know if it leaks out. It's just above the...
Just fill it up again, and then we'll see. If you feel it, I can... Is the thingy there now?
Yeah, it's not, it's over there.
Oh.
I started moving.
Well, if you want to fill it, I'll scream stop.
Yeah.
And then we'll see, because if she usually takes a day to empty it out up to that point.
Because it was filled so that it was overflowing. That's
but did she not did she not toss it over?
No.
Oh, then it might be leaking.
But it's not, it would still be leaking if it was leaking. It's not.
Is it not below the point yet?
No, it's still above the point.
Okay. Then that's not.
I don't know.
Hello, baby piggies. Yeah, well, then just leave it. Look at the babies. They're doing so good. Hey, Jelly Bean.
What's the time now? So this is the disgusting filter that Nick took out. So I need to definitely get more Are they're just generic filters, eh?
No, this is a carbon one. It looks like a, no, this is just a particle filter, which I think it's the wrong type. It needs to be more like the string one that I put in.
Okay.
And the other one is a carbon filter, which takes out even finer particles.
Okay.
So you need a stringy one to take out the big lumps.
Yeah.
Like that, and then you need a carbon one.
Okay.
To take out the finer
I wonder,
stuff.
will I get those at Leroy Merlin, you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But make sure you get the centre size right.
And that's the right size?
Yeah, this is the right size.
Okay.
The one I found here and put in there is a lot bigger, so wrong size.
But that one's the right size, so I'll take that with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the bladder is full of water, the old one. I'll probably pump it up with a compressor to find if there's any holes in it, but
it looks okay.
Yeah, I don't think the new one. Do we just fit it because we have a new one? Is it the same size?
It looks a bit smaller.
It does. Well, I'll try and test this one somehow. We can maybe squirt air into it and see if there's an obvious leak. I don't know if that should be full of water. There's no water in here. That's dry. So, but obviously this is water side here. There's a diaphragm there. Hang on a minute. Interesting.
What's interesting?
Well,
what?
There's this. Oh, it's not a diaphragm. It's just like a plastic. No, okay. Let's see how that works. Okay. Well, we'll test this and see if it leaks. Now I'll dry this off this front of the gasket. Although this M600 can work underwater, as you can see there. I'll just put a little bit of sealant on that as well. Just a little bit.
But if we need to take it off again and you've sealed it, will we be
it'll
able
be fine.
to?
It's just a seal. It's not really going to stick it that much because it's rubber against metal. So, and then we'll just bolt that back up.
So it couldn't also be something like the non-return valve or something like that?
That's in here, and it all seemed to be working fine. Or like working too much, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
And we'll just keep dropping nuts.
Don't lose your nuts, Nick. You never know what might happen.
Yeah.
The Nick is coming up with a solution.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
If you drill a hole through there and through the other side, yeah, in the same place, and basically welded or fixed a bar through there, so you could then put a wheelbarrow wheel on with a pin to stop the wheel coming off, yeah, and the same on the other side. So you could tip it up on its side, put your wheel on, so the wheels would be there, which would be 6 inches off the ground, yeah. Bring it down, up on the wheel, and then tip it up, put the other wheel on. Now just have to figure out, you want one wheel on the back that you can use to steer it.
Okay.
Yeah? Because it's really heavy.
It's very heavy. Oh my goodness.
150 kilos, no, maybe not. 100 and something kilos maybe.
I think so.
Just have to figure something out here, so you could like have an axle with a wheel on it. Obviously you'd have to attach it afterwards because...
Yeah, and the pigs won't want to walk over there.
No, so everything needs to come off, or you make a flat trolley that this slides onto.
Would I be able to do that with a pallet?
Yeah. Well, yeah. The only problem is this is a lot longer than the pallet. And then you're talking, then everything will have to be so much higher off the ground. It's difficult to get it on. You know, if you could. If you could. Whatever it is, it's going to be difficult for you to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, you need something either wheels permanently mounted on that, where you push a lever down and the wheels come down and lift it off the ground. That's feasible. So then when it's not in operation, so you could have like a handle that comes up here, goes across here and down. And the wheels are up in the air, so that's quite easy to do. You just do it in an L shape, and you pivot it here, and your axle's here, yeah. So then when you pull this, I cannot describe it.
Yeah, no, it's like what people do with their chicken tractors when they move for moving the chicken tractors. Yeah.
So you need something like that. But you also need the same on that end, but it needs to be steerable, or else it's just going to go in straight lines.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put some thought into it.
Okay, but if you want me to get wheels so long, I can get wheels.
What?
You almost need wheels from like a trolley.
Yeah, but you need wheelbarrow wheels, because if you have wheels from a trolley, they're small, and they'll get, you know, wheels like what's it called, casters. They're too small. They'll get stuck in holes and stuff.
Okay, so I need wheelbarrow wheels. So maybe I must just get 4 wheelbarrow wheels, 3 wheelbarrow wheels.
Get 3 wheels, and we'll work something out.
Okay.
Somehow.
Problem solving. Bella Pedro, problem solving 101, 102.
1001.
So Nick has already thought of an absolutely cunning plan.
Well, having axles and steering things it overcomplicates it, yeah? So what we do, we either keep this in one permanent place and you move the pigs to this, which is what you think.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to be
or
easier.
So imagine this base is here. We make so we make it so there's an axle here, which will be here, yeah, with the wheel on it. If you had the axle in the centre, steering it's going to be easy, isn't it? Yeah. So if there's a wheel here, say like that, this is the rest of the thing. It's going to be easier than trying to have 3 wheels to move it. But I think you're right with saying that we need to do this just to be able to get it into place, and we'll have a permanent place for it. So
yeah, I think so. And I think that's a great permanent place where I showed you, because it's flat, and then I can still do, going from the gate, it's easier to move them from the gate down like a little passageway into this thing. And then at least when they get out the other end, they're in a pen.
But we do need to make an axle with 2 wheels on it to be able to get this from here over there, because it's not lightweight.
No, it's definitely not lightweight.
And then if you ever did want to move it in the future, you've still got that little axle with 2 wheels.
Yeah, to move it.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Definitely.
Let's hit the bottom.
Is it in? It's in enough, I reckon.
Yeah, well, it's gone down to solid rock.
Yeah.
And it's in.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
Not really enough, but it's weird that all these posts. That one's on rock. So some of these we're going to have to drill, but the ones we don't have to. If we put them in now. Yeah. Drill there, and I think there's a couple down there that need drilling as well.
Okay.
But you still haven't filled the crate up with rocks.
No, because I haven't really been here to do it. And these rocks, I can't even lift.
Bags of cement.
Yeah, but the bags of cement, the cement was all dry inside.
So they're no good. No, it's not cement anymore. It's gone hard and then fragmented.
Okay.
Cement is powder. Yeah?
Yeah.
Not that bag of almost looks like gravel that you have. So I think that one's down on rock. That one's on rock. This one is, but like those others, it's fair way in, so we'll use that other post here.
Yeah, because there's another one post over here as well.
Huh?
There's a post here as well.
So what I need is for the rest to drill.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't want them in too straight a line, did you?
No. This is Bella Pedra.
Okay.
Okay, so the others we'll drill.
Yeah, because they're on rock, those two.
That sounds like rock, yeah.
See, when they're in rock, you only need to get, if it's further, it's about that much soil and then rock. So if you get that much in the rock,
you're fine.
Bang them in, they'll be fine.
Yeah. I reckon, because I reckon the rest of it all the way down will be rock now.
Yeah, so this is to keep the dogs in, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Because dogs don't test the fencing.
No.
Like goats and pigs will push against it.
Yeah.
Dogs see a fence and...
Yeah. They might try and dig under it, but good luck to them over here.
Yeah. Digging through granite.
Yeah.
Well, if you get your dogs to do that, they'll be worth a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Nick has just pumped it a little bit with the compressor.
There's lots of strange noises here. It's just over 2 bar.
Are we supposed to have strange noises?
I don't know. There's no leaks, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
I did turn it on, didn't I? No. So it should build pressure now. You haven't left the tap open?
No,
You sure?
I don't think so. No, I didn't. We didn't have a tap on. So is the pressure gauge thing supposed to be moving up?
No, it's at just over 1 bar. The water's on. It should, when it builds the pressure, it should cut out, shouldn't it?
Do you want me to turn a tap on
Yeah,
and?
try it.
Okay.
See what happens.
Right. It's not pulsing at the moment, so that might be a good sign. Oh, now it's really strong. And just testing, and the water's hot. So that's perfect.